This unit provides an introduction to business data analytics from several perspectives. Data analytics are used in many fields other than business, so you will discover that some topics in this unit and other units cover data analytics topics without specific applications in business. But whenever possible, the topics focus on data analysis for business decision-making. This unit begins with an overview of the current state of business data analytics. Next, we look at the various steps in the data-driven decision cycle in support of business decision-making. The unit concludes with a survey of common business data analytics applications, advanced applications, and a brief overview of various ethical considerations in how we collect and use data. This topic presents several overviews of the objectives, tools, and skills needed for business analytics for decision-making. We begin with an introduction to the types of business analytics, the data analytics life cycle, and data analytics tools. We then explore the development of the business analytics function within the organization and learn about the formation of data analytics teams. Finally, we complete a condensed but comprehensive mini-course through business analytics and the statistical methods and data visualizations we use to deliver decision support. Certainly. Here's a revised and expanded summary of Introduction to Business Data Analytics, an organizational view without emojis or numbered headings. Summary: Introduction to Business Data Analytics, an organizational view. This publication by the International Institute of Business Analysis, IBA, presents a structured approach to understanding and implementing business data analytics, BDA, within organizations. It emphasizes the strategic role of data in driving informed decision-making and outlines how business analysis and data analytics intersect to create value. What is business data analytics? Business data analytics is defined as the continuous exploration and investigation of business data using specific techniques, competencies, and procedures to generate insights that support better decision-making. It can be understood through several perspectives. As a movement, a cultural shift toward evidence-based decision-making. As a capability, the organizational and individual competencies required to perform analytics. As an activity set, tasks such as accessing, analyzing, interpreting, and presenting data. As a decision-making paradigm, using data to guide business decisions. As a set of practices and technologies, encompassing domains like identifying research questions, sourcing data, analyzing, interpreting, and influencing decisions. Objectives of business data analytics. The primary goal of BDA is to reduce cognitive bias in decision-making by relying on data rather than intuition. It supports scientific inquiry into business problems and opportunities using 4 types of analytics. Descriptive analytics understands past events by answering what happened. Diagnostic analytics explains causes of outcomes by answering why did it happen. Predictive analytics forecasts future trends by answering what is likely to happen. Prescriptive analytics recommends actions based on data by answering what should happen if we do X. Business analysis versus business data analytics. Although often used interchangeably, business analysis and business data analytics serve distinct functions. Business analysis focuses on enabling change by defining needs and recommending solutions. Business data analytics concentrates on processing and interpreting data to generate insights. Business analysis provides the context and scope for analytics initiatives, helps define research questions, and supports data collection. Business data analytics processes the data and generates insights. Both disciplines share overlapping skills and competencies, and BDA is often considered a specialized subset of business analysis. The business data analytics cycle. The BDA cycle mirrors the scientific method and is iterative in nature. It begins with posing a research question, conducting background research, forming a hypothesis, testing the hypothesis, analyzing data, and communicating results. Unlike traditional scientific methods, BDA often uses existing data sources and emphasizes validation and verification. The cycle is ongoing when used for continuous improvement and can be repeated in project-based contexts to generate new research questions. Team structure and required skills. Successful BDA initiatives require collaboration between business stakeholders and technical experts. Key roles include subject matter experts. SMEs provide domain-specific knowledge. Data architect and engineer build and maintain data systems. Data scientist and analyst model and interpret data. Data journalist communicate findings effectively. Business analyst define scope and apply insights to decisions. Team composition varies based on organizational size, industry, and available tools. The emergence of citizen data scientists reflects the growing accessibility of analytics tools to non-technical users. Strategy for business data analytics. Building a sustainable BDA practice involves several strategic activities. Building a team. Attracting and retaining skilled practitioners through engaging projects, access to decision makers, and adequate tools. Establishing best practices, developing standards and policies based on experience and industry trends to improve performance and consistency. Curating data, aggregating and integrating data from diverse sources to create valuable datasets for analytics. Performing data management functions, implementing governance, architecture, security, and metadata management to ensure high-quality data. Developing a data strategy, aligning data initiatives with business strategy to ensure analytics efforts address relevant problems and opportunities. Challenges in business data analytics. Organizations may face several challenges when implementing BDA. Difficulty aligning business priorities with data initiatives. Challenges in scoping analytics projects and identifying valuable data. Poor data quality and integration issues. Resistance to data-driven culture. Lack of skilled personnel and appropriate tools. Difficulty in structuring effective data teams. Techniques. Various techniques support the development of a data strategy and facilitate collaboration between business and IT teams. These techniques often result in visual models that help guide ongoing analytics efforts and ensure alignment with organizational goals. This topic presented several overviews of the objectives, tools, and skills needed for business analytics for decision-making. We began with an introduction to the types of business analytics, the data analytics life cycle, and data analytics tools. We then explored the development of the business analytics function within the organization and learn about the formation of data analytics teams. Next, we looked at some more advanced concepts of data analytics that drive machine learning and artificial intelligence applications. Finally, we completed a condensed but comprehensive mini-course through business analytics and the statistical methods and data visualizations we use to deliver decision support. This topic continues our introduction to business data analytics with an emphasis on decision support. We begin with an exploration of integrated tools and technologies for turning data into insights in a data ecosystem. Next is a step-by-step guide to the data-driven decision-making process. And we conclude with an exploration of more advanced data analytics thinking and tools behind data-driven machine learning and artificial intelligence applications. What is data-driven decision-making? And why it's so important? As human beings, we often make split-second decisions based on feeling and intuition without taking the outcome or consequence into account. We can't always help it. We are emotional and empathetic creatures after all. But when it comes to making business decisions, it is crucial to take all external factors into account before taking any decisive action. Through the process of data-driven decision-making, DDM, organizations can ensure that their business goals and objectives are guided by cold, hard evidence. Continue reading to find out what data-driven decision-making is, how it can benefit you and your business, and see some case studies on how it has brought success to brands across the globe. Make informed decisions with confidence. Leverage our data-driven market research services to achieve your business goals. Get custom quote. What is data-driven decision-making, DDM? Data-driven decision-making is defined as using facts, metrics, and insights to guide strategic business decisions that align with goals, strategies, and initiatives. It is a process that involves analyzing collected data through market research and drawing insights to benefit a business or organization. At its core, data-driven decision-making allows for a better understanding of business needs by leveraging real, verified data instead of just making assumptions. Why is data-driven decision-making important? Using action-driven data with market research is critical to the growth of a business. You can either take a shot in the dark, or you can work towards business goals by leveraging analyzed data. Which one sounds better to you? Making business decisions with no real foundation can cause tremendous harm to your public and internal strategies. For instance, DDM is essential for data-driven marketing strategies. Consumer insights are often used to drive ad design, messaging, channels, and more. In fact, 49% of marketing professionals use data-fueled strategies to improve customer outreach. Though, the beauty of DDM is that it has a positive impact on every area of your business. Improves customer retention. Utilize customer surveys to identify areas of satisfaction, dissatisfaction, net promoter score, likelihood to switch, and other critical KPIs to assure customers are happy with your organization. Improves customer attrition. Rely on non-customer surveys to determine what drives prospects to use the products or services you sell. Understand things like sources of awareness, perception of your brand, and what competitors they are currently using. Improves employee satisfaction. With the help of an employee survey company, learn what areas your team wants to be improved. The insight will lead to cultural changes that have a direct impact on employee engagement and retention. Key steps in the data-driven decision-making process. In order to get the best quality data, the following steps must be taken. Determine your objectives. Write survey questions. Collecting survey data. Analyzing the results. Act on the data. To assure the data you are using to make important decisions is accurate, consider working with an outsourced team. Using a third-party market research firm is essential if you want reliable feedback. For instance, the team at Drive Research always follows these key steps to get the best results. It's important to note that the needs of the client will always influence the way in which these steps are taken, but this general order is always followed. 1. Determine your objectives. For any market research study, it is important to have clear goals and objectives in mind. And when working with a market research company, these will be discussed in a kickoff meeting. This introductory meeting is also a great way for both the team and the client to get acquainted with each other. Kickoff meetings cover a wide variety of topics. No matter what's discussed, there are certain factors that will always be covered in a kickoff meeting. Project objectives. Key audiences to target. Timeline review. Reporting needs. Additional questions. 2. Survey design. Now that the project goals are clear, the market research team will begin to design and write the survey. There's more to writing a survey than ensuring questions are well written. A few recommendations from our online survey agency include: keep it concise. If you're going with an online survey, you won't want to make it longer than 20 minutes. In fact, 10 to 15 minutes are ideal here. Respondents can lose interest fast, especially anything over 20 minutes. Change up the question style. Variety always plays a role in good market research. When asking questions, it's important to ensure they're not all formatted in the same way. This helps keep the respondent engaged. 3. Collecting survey data. After the survey is fully written and complete, it will be taken from its original document and programmed into an online survey platform. Then, it's on to fieldwork. This is the period of time when responses are collected. Typically, this phase lasts a couple of weeks depending on your timeline. 4. Analysis and customized report. The final two steps to any solid market research process include a full analysis and report of the research data. Prior to the analysis, the survey data will have been cleaned. This process simply ensures only the highest quality data made it through. And then we're on to the report. A good market research report will cover review of the methodology used, coverage of main themes, additional context, in-depth client suggestions. Though, based on your budget, there are ways to lower or increase the cost of the final deliverable. While a report is key for any market research project, it's especially important for DDM. Our research team will spend a significant amount of time reviewing the report with the client. Going over each section of the report will ensure all the main points are understood. Not only will our report give a rundown of what we found, but will also include action-driven recommendations for the client to follow. In the case of consumer data, a solid report would identify sources of awareness so the client can target specific marketing channels. Advantages of the data-driven approach. Making decisions based on verified data helps everyone in your organization, from human resources to sales, and from marketing to leadership. Here are 3 benefits our market research company finds when making critical business decisions with data-driven insights. 1. Making confident decisions. One of the greatest advantages to come with data-driven decision-making is the ability to make decisions more confidently than ever before. Whether you're deciding to move into a new market, launch a new product, or discontinue an old one, the impact of your decision will be much clearer if you have verified data at your disposal. It is why many businesses, from startups to Fortune 500s, invest in market research for new product development. 2. Save money and increase ROI. Secondly, there's a good chance you can save on costs if you rely on data from the get-go. Instead of taking an approach where you guess and see what happens, with data-driven decision, making you're already up to date with all of the mainstream trends. You can operate more efficiently and make decisions that are in line with what you know consumers need, not what you think they need. For instance, ad concept testing surveys can provide feedback on the messaging, design, layout, and other key components of your advertising campaigns before they launch. Doing so assures your target audience will react and resonate with your marketing messaging as you intended. Our advertising and marketing research company talks more about ad concept testing in the video below. 3. Become a proactive decision maker. Last, but certainly not least, data-driven decision-making turns you and your company into proactive decision makers. Too often, we find ourselves reacting to events in our lives that could have easily been avoided if only we had been willing to identify them beforehand. By taking all pieces of information into account when coming to a decision, you're being proactive and taking all necessary steps to ensure that you won't run into any roadblocks in the future. Being prepared with an arsenal of data can save you a lot of time in the long run. 4. Unite your team. Data-driven decision-making can also be used to promote your internal team. When all members of your team are aligned with the proper data, everyone is on the same page. As a result, employees will work together instead of separately to meet company goals. Not only will this unite your team, but DDM naturally works as a learning process. Employees can grow together as they begin to implement the data found. What's more, internal DDM also creates a sense of trust between employees and leadership. When both teams are informed with accurate data, there's better communication and outcomes. This trust goes a long way in increasing employee retention for a thriving workplace. 5. Create personal connections with buyers. One of the greatest benefits of data-driven decision-making is the connection made with clients and customers. By consistently measuring market data, businesses will always be on top of the trends within their consumer base. As a result, they understand what drives them. And understanding the driving factors behind consumer preferences isn't the only benefit here. As we mentioned earlier, brands can work off of these relationships to create meaningful, personalized marketing campaigns. The more consumers connect with a campaign, the more they're likely to invest. In fact, 90% of leading marketers say personalization significantly contributes to marketing profitability. Examples of data-driven decision-making. Example number 1, Lufthansa. With over 500 subsidiary companies, the Lufthansa Group is the second largest airline company in Europe in terms of passengers carried. It brings in billions in revenue, but at one point, there was no uniformity in terms of data analytics across the many subsidiaries of this massive company. However, after deciding to use one analytics platform company-wide, efficiency skyrocketed by 30% across the company. Decision-makers across the company's subsidiaries were able to make better-informed decisions after careful data collection and analysis, which allowed business objectives to be streamlined and more efficient. By creating a data culture, Lufthansa empowered its employees to make better, more informed decisions. Example number 2, Walmart. During the summer of 2004, Hurricane Francis was barreling toward the Florida peninsula. To understand what their customers needed when preparing for the storm, Walmart used data from stores in locations that had experienced similar environmental disasters in the past to analyze any areas where purchasing may have seen spikes compared to normal times. The findings? Pop-Tarts and beer were two unique items that saw dramatic increases in demand during times of storm preparation. As a result, Walmart was able to send an increased amount of these items to stores in the path of the hurricane. By using verified data, Walmart was able to increase profit while aiding those in need instead of guessing. Key factors when making data-driven decisions. There are at least 2 key factors to consider when using data-driven decision-making. The data is accurate and relevant. The data encourages others to think critically. Data is accurate and relevant. Firstly, you have to ensure that your data is not only accurate, but also relevant to what you are looking to achieve with your goals. Making decisions based on inaccurate data can have huge implications on your business outcomes, and analyzing data that isn't relevant to your goals just adds to the jungle of inefficiencies that you and your organization could be facing. Working with a third-party online survey company can help assure your insights are close to 100% accurate with data quality and cleaning checks. Data encourages others to think critically. And secondly, your organization needs to ensure that there is a data culture that encourages employees to think critically. In today's world, it is simply not enough to just have access to accurate, relevant data. Having a culture that pushes people to be curious about the data and think critically about how to use and succeed with the data is the other piece of the data-driven decision-making puzzle. Recommended reading: 11 Types of Market Research to Consider. Final thoughts. Data-driven decision-making, or DDM for short, is the process of gathering insights and other figures to make informed business decisions. DDM benefits all aspects of a company, from client relationships to consumer outreach to employee satisfaction. It should be at the core of all strategic decisions. Though it is critical the data used is both accurate and relevant. Working with a market research company like Drive Research can help you to feel confident the insights gathered can be trusted to improve strategic thinking and generate new ideas. Data-driven decision-making. A step-by-step guide. Summary. Data-driven decision-making is the process of collecting data based on your company's key performance indicators, KPIs, and transforming that data into actionable insights. This process is a crucial element of modern business strategy. In this article, we'll discuss the benefits of data-driven decision-making and provide tips so you can make informed decisions at work. If there's a looming decision ahead of you at work, it's often hard to know which direction to go. If you go with your gut feeling, you may feel more confident in your choices, but will those choices be right for your team members? When you use facts to make decisions, you can feel more at ease knowing your choices are based on data and meant to maximize business impact. Whether outshining competitors or increasing profitability, data-driven decision-making is a crucial part of business strategy in the modern world. Below, we dive into the benefits of data-driven decision-making and provide tips for making these decisions at work. What is data-driven decision-making, DDM? Data-driven decision-making is the process of collecting data based on your company's key performance indicators, KPIs, and transforming that data into actionable insights. To streamline this process, you can use a KPI template to organize metrics in one place and make it easier to translate raw data into clear business decisions. You can use business intelligence, BI, reporting tools during this process, which make big data collection fast and fruitful. These tools simplify data visualization, making data analytics accessible to those without advanced technical know-how. What does being data-driven mean? In short, the concept of being data-driven refers to using facts, or data, to find patterns, inferences, and insights to inform your decision-making process. Essentially, being data-driven means that you try to make decisions without bias or emotion. As a result, you can ensure that your company's goals and roadmap are based on evidence and the patterns you've extracted from it, rather than what you like or dislike. Why is data-driven decision-making important? Data-driven decision-making is important because it helps you make decisions based on facts instead of biases. If you're in a leadership position, making objective decisions is the best way to remain fair and balanced. The most informed decisions stem from data that measure your business goals and populates in real time. You can aggregate the data you need to see patterns and make predictions with reporting software. Some decisions you can make with support from data include how to drive profits and sales, how to establish good management behavior, how to optimize operations, how to improve team performance. While not every decision will have data to back it up, many of the most important decisions will. 5 steps for making data-driven decisions. Making data-driven decisions takes practice. If you want to improve your leadership skills, then you'll need to know how to turn raw data into actionable steps that work toward your company's initiatives. The following steps can help you make better decisions when analyzing data. 1. Know your vision. Before you can make informed decisions, you need to understand your company's vision for the future. This helps you use both data and strategy to form your decisions. Graphs and figures have little meaning without context to support them. Tip: use your company's yearly objectives and key results, OKRs, or quarterly team KPIs to make data-backed decisions. 2. Find data sources. Once you've identified the goal you're working towards, you can start collecting data. The tools and data sources you use will depend on the type of data you're collecting. If your goal is to analyze data sets pertaining to internal company processes, use a universal reporting tool. Reporting tools offer a single point of reference for keeping track of how work across your organization is progressing. Some reporting tools, like Microsoft's Power BI, let you gather data from various external sources. If you want to analyze marketing trends or competitor metrics, you can use one of those tools. Some general success metrics you may want to measure include gross profit margin. Gross profit margin is measured by subtracting the cost of goods sold from the company's net sales. Return on investment, ROI, the ratio between the income and investment. ROI is commonly used to decide whether or not an initiative is worth investing time or money in. When used as a business metric, it often tracks how well an investment is performing. Productivity. This is the measurement of how efficiently your company is producing goods or services. You can calculate this by dividing the total output by the total input. Total number of customers. This is a simple but effective metric to track. The more paid customers, the more money earned for the business. Recurring revenue, commonly used by SaaS companies, this is the amount of revenue generated by all of your current active subscribers during a specific period. It's commonly measured either monthly or annually. You can measure a variety of other data sets based on your job role and the vision you're working toward. Machine learning makes aggregating real-time data simpler than ever before. Tip: try to create a connected story through these metrics. If revenue is down, look at productivity and see if you can draw a connection. Keep digging through these metrics until you find a why for whatever problem you're trying to solve. 3. Organize your data. Organizing your data to improve data visualization is crucial for making effective business decisions. If you can't see all your relevant data in one place and understand how it connects, then it's difficult to ensure you're making the most informed decisions. Tip: one way to organize your data is with an executive dashboard. An executive dashboard is a customizable interface that usually comes as a feature of your universal reporting tool. This dashboard will display the data that's most critical to achieving your goals, whether those goals are strategic, tactical, analytical, or operational. 4. Perform data analysis. Once you've organized your data, you can begin your data-driven analysis. This is when you'll extract actionable insights from your data that will help you in the decision-making process. Depending on your goals, you may want to analyze the data from your executive dashboard in tandem with user research, such as case studies, surveys, or testimonials, so your conclusions include the customer experience. Does your team want to improve their SEO tools to make it more competitive with other options on the market? The data sets you can use to determine necessary improvements may include competitors' performance data, current SEO software performance data, current customer satisfaction data, user research on a variety of SEO/marketing tools. While some of this information will come from your organization, you may need to obtain some of it from external sources. Analyzing these data sets as a whole can be helpful because you'll draw a different conclusion than you would if you were to analyze each data set individually. Tip: share your analytics tools with your whole team or organization. Just like any collaborative effort, data analysis is most effective when viewed from many perspectives. While you may notice one pattern in the data, it's entirely possible a teammate may see something completely different. 5. Draw conclusions. As you perform your data analysis, you'll likely begin to draw conclusions about what you see. However, your conclusions deserve their own section because it's important to flesh out what you see in the data so you can share your findings with others. The main questions to ask yourself when drawing conclusions include: what am I seeing that I already knew about this data? What new information did I learn from this data? How can I use the information I've gained to meet my business goals? Once you can answer these questions, you've successfully performed data analysis and should be ready to make data-driven decisions for your business. Tip: a natural next step after data analysis is writing down some SMART goals. Now that you've dug into the facts, you can establish achievable goals based on what you've learned. Tools and technologies for data-driven decision-making. Effective data-driven decision-making, DDDM, in the modern business landscape requires leveraging the right tools and technologies. Organizations can use these tools to collect, analyze, and interpret large amounts of data. This allows them to transform raw information into actionable insights that drive their business strategy. Business intelligence software. Business intelligence, BI, software plays a pivotal role in data-driven decision-making processes. These powerful platforms aggregate data from various data sources, providing decision-makers with comprehensive dashboards and reports. Popular BI tools like Tableau, Power BI, and Looker offer robust data visualization capabilities, allowing users to create interactive charts, graphs, and maps that make complex datasets more understandable. By using BI software, organizations can Monitor key performance indicators, KPIs, in real time. Identify trends and patterns in business data. Generate automated reports for stakeholders. Enhance collaboration among teams through shared insights. Data analytics tools. While BI software focuses on reporting and visualization, data analytics tools dive deeper into the data to uncover hidden patterns and correlations. These tools employ sophisticated statistical methods and algorithms to analyze both structured and unstructured data. Popular data analytics tools include R and Python for statistical analysis and modeling, SAS for advanced analytics and machine learning, Apache Spark for processing large-scale data, Excel for basic data analysis and manipulation. These tools enable data analysts and data scientists to perform various types of analysis, such as descriptive analytics to understand what happened, diagnostic analytics to determine why it happened, predictive analytics to forecast future trends, prescriptive analytics to recommend actions, machine learning and AI in DDDM. Data-driven decision-making has taken a significant leap forward in analytical capabilities with the integration of machine learning and artificial intelligence, AI. These technologies process vast amounts of data at incredible speeds, identifying patterns and insights that might be impossible for humans to discern. Key applications of machine learning and AI in DDM include predictive modeling for forecasting future outcomes, sentiment analysis for understanding customer opinions, recommendation engines for personalized marketing, anomaly detection for identifying fraud or errors, natural language processing for analyzing text data. Companies like Amazon use ML algorithms to optimize their supply chain, predict customer behavior, and personalize product recommendations, demonstrating the power of these technologies in driving business decisions. Measuring the impact of data-driven decision-making. To truly understand the benefits of data-driven decision-making, organizations must establish robust methods for measuring its impact on business performance. Key performance indicators, KPIs, for DDM. KPIs are essential metrics that help organizations track the effectiveness of their data-driven approach. Choosing KPIs for DDM requires careful consideration of indicators that align with business goals and offer valuable insights into the decision-making process. Read, what is a key performance indicator, KPI? Some important KPIs for measuring the impact of DDM include revenue growth. This KPI measures the impact of data-driven decisions on the company's bottom line. It quantifies financial gains from DDM initiatives, such as data-driven marketing campaigns and data-informed pricing strategies. Operational efficiency. This KPI assesses process improvements resulting from data-driven insights. It may include metrics like reduced cycle times or increased output per employee, such as tracking production downtime reductions through predictive maintenance. Customer satisfaction. This KPI measures how data-driven strategies affect customer experience and loyalty. Metrics can include NPS, retention rates, or customer lifetime value. It tracks the impact of using customer data for product development and personalized experiences. Decision quality and speed. This KPI focuses on enhancing the decision-making process. It measures improvements in decision speed and quality by comparing the outcomes of choices made using data analytics versus intuition and assessing time-to-decision reductions enabled by real-time data. By consistently tracking these KPIs, organizations can quantify the valuable insights gained from their data-driven decision-making process and demonstrate the tangible impact on their bottom line. Read OKR versus KPI. Which goal-setting framework is better? Data-driven decision-making examples. While the data analysis itself happens behind the scenes, the way data-driven decisions affect the consumer is very apparent. Some examples of data-driven decision-making in different industries include e-commerce. Have you ever been shopping online and wondered why you're getting certain recommendations? Well, it's probably because you bought something similar in the past or clicked on a certain product. Online marketplaces like Amazon track customer journeys and use metrics like click-through rate and bounce rate to identify what items you're engaging with most. Using this data, retailers are able to show you what you might want without you having to search for it. Healthcare. In the medical field, data-driven decision-making is revolutionizing patient care and treatment strategies. Hospitals and clinics utilize electronic health records, EHRs, to analyze patterns in patient data, helping doctors make more informed diagnosis and treatment plans. For instance, by examining historical data on symptoms, treatments, and outcomes, healthcare providers can predict which patients are at higher risk for certain conditions. Additionally, pharmaceutical companies leverage big data to streamline drug discovery processes. By analyzing vast amounts of genetic and clinical trial data, researchers can identify promising drug candidates more quickly and efficiently. Finance. Financial institutions use data in a multitude of different ways, ranging from assessing risk to customer segmentation. Risk is especially prevalent in the financial sector, so it's important that companies are able to determine the risk factor before making any significant decisions. Historical data is the best way to understand potential risks, threats, and the likelihood they occur. Financial institutions also use customer data to determine their target market. By grouping consumers based on socioeconomic status, spending habits, and more, financial companies can infer what consumers have the greatest lifetime value and target them. Transportation. Data science additionally plays a huge role in determining safe transportation. The U.S. Department of Transportation's Safety Data Initiative underscores the role that data plays in improving transportation safety. The report pulls data from all types of motor crashes and evaluates factors like weather and road conditions to discover the source of problems. Using the hard facts, the department can work toward implementing more safety measures. Decision-making tools for agile businesses. In this ebook, learn how to equip employees to make better decisions so your business can pivot, adapt, and tackle challenges more effectively than your competition. Get the insights. Benefits of data-driven decision-making. Analytics-based decision-making is more than just a helpful skill. It's a crucial one if you want to lead by example and foster a data-driven culture. When you use data to make decisions, you can ensure your business remains fair, goal-oriented, and focused on improvement. Make confident decisions. The businesses that outlast their competitors do so because they're confident in their ability to succeed. If the decision makers within a business waver in their choices, it can lead to mistakes, high team member turnover, and poor risk management. When you use data to make the most important business decisions, you'll feel confident in those decisions, which will push you and your team forward. Confidence can lead to higher team morale and better performance. Guard against biases. Using data to make decisions will guard against any biases among business leaders. While you may not be aware of your biases, having internal favoritism or values can affect the way you make decisions. Making decisions directly based on facts and numbers keeps your decisions objective and fair. It also means you have something to back up your decisions when team members or stakeholders ask why you chose to do what you did. Read 19 Unconscious Biases to Overcome and Help Promote Inclusivity. Find unresolved questions. Without using data, many questions go unanswered. There may also be questions you didn't know you had until your data sets revealed them. Any amount of data can benefit your team by providing better visualization into areas you can't see without statistics, graphs, and charts. When you bring those questions to the surface, you can feel confident knowing your decisions were made by considering every bit of relevant information. Set measurable goals. Using data is one of the simplest ways to set measurable goals for your team and successfully meet those goals. By looking at internal data on past performance, you can determine what you need to improve and get as granular as possible with your targets. For example, your team may use data to identify the following goals. Increase the number of customers by 20% year over year. Reduce overall budget spend by $20,000 each quarter. Reduce project budget spend by $500. Increase hiring by 10 team members each quarter. Reduce cost per hire by $500. Without data, it would be difficult for your company to see where it's spending its money and where it'd like to cut costs. Setting measurable goals ultimately leads to data-driven decisions because, once set, you'll determine how to reduce the overall budget or increase the number of customers. Improve company processes. There are ways to improve company processes without using data, but when you observe trends in team member performance using numbers or analyze company spending patterns with graphs, the process improvements you make will be based on more than observation alone. Processes you can improve with data may include risk management based on financial data, cost estimation based on market pricing data, team member onboarding based on new hire performance data, customer service based on customer feedback data. Changing a company process can be difficult if you aren't sure about the result, but you can be confident in your decisions when the facts are in front of you. Read, What is Change Management? 6 Steps to Build a Successful Change Management Process. Challenges in Implementing Data-Driven Decision-Making. While the benefits of DDM are clear, organizations often face several challenges when implementing this approach. Understanding and addressing these challenges is crucial for the successful adoption of a data-driven culture. Data quality and accuracy. The foundation of effective data-driven decision-making lies in the quality and accuracy of the data used. Poor data quality can lead to flawed analysis and, consequently, misguided decisions. On the other hand, good data management ensures accurate and complete information for quantitative analysis. This involves standardized collection, regular audits, and addressing data gaps. With reliable data, organizations can make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Ensuring data security and privacy. Data security and privacy are paramount concerns as organizations collect and analyze increasing amounts of data. Compliance with regulations like GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA is critical. You can organize your compliance process with a GDPR compliance checklist template to track encryption, access controls, and system updates. Overcoming resistance to change. Resistance to change often emerges when implementing data-driven decision-making. This cultural shift requires effective change management strategies. Clear communication of benefits, the involvement of key stakeholders, and addressing concerns openly can help overcome resistance. Additionally, equipping employees with the necessary skills through training and mentorship programs is vital for fostering a data-driven culture. Scaling data management. Managing large data sets presents both opportunities and challenges. Big data requires storage solutions such as cloud-based systems, data lakes, or hybrid models. Efficient processing of these large datasets is key to timely decision-making. Techniques like parallel processing, in-memory computing, and stream processing can help organizations handle vast amounts of data effectively. By addressing these challenges head-on, organizations can create a foundation for data-driven decision-making, enabling them to harness the full power of their data and drive business success. Tips for becoming more data-driven. Data-driven organizations are able to parse through the numbers and charts and find the meaning behind them. Creating a more data-driven culture starts with simply using data more often. However, this is easier said than done. If you're ready to get started, try these tips to become more data-driven. Find the story. The key to analyzing data, numbers, and charts is to look for the story. Without the why, the data itself isn't much help, and the decision process is far more difficult. If you're trying to become more data-driven in your decision-making, look for the story the data is telling. This will be integral in making the right decisions. Consult the data. Before making any organizational decision, ask yourself, does the data support this? Data is everywhere and can be applied to any major decision. So why not consult it when making tough choices? Data is so helpful because it's naturally void of bias, so make sure you're consulting the facts before any decision. Learn data visualization. Finding the story behind the data becomes easier when you're able to visualize it clearly. While learning how to visualize data is often the toughest aspect of establishing a data-driven culture, it's the best way to recognize patterns and discrepancies in the data. Familiarize yourself with different tools and techniques for data visualization. Try to get creative with the different ways to present data. If you're well-versed in data visualization, your data storytelling skills will skyrocket. This topic continued our introduction to business data analytics with an emphasis on decision support. We began with an exploration of integrated tools and technologies for turning data into insights in a data ecosystem. Next was a step-by-step guide to the data-driven decision-making process. And we concluded with an exploration of more advanced data analytics thinking and tools behind data-driven machine learning and artificial intelligence applications. This topic completes our introduction to business data analytics with an emphasis on business applications. We begin with an overview of big data applications in business and the growth of big data segments and applications. Next, we present short synopses of business data analytics case studies in a variety of industries. Finally, we explore the ethical considerations we face in business data analytics applications. The global big data analytics market size was valued at $307.52 billion in 2023. The market is projected to grow from $348.21 billion in 2024 to $961.89 billion by 2032, exhibiting a CAGR of 13.5% during the forecast period. North America dominated the global market with a share of 36.92% in 2023. Additionally, the U.S. big data analytics market is predicted to grow significantly, reaching an estimated value of $248.89 billion by 2032. Big data analytics refers to the usage of modernized technologies and tools to process, analyze, and extract information from a huge variety of unstructured and structured data. Big data has become a vital asset for enterprises in today's environment. Its implication lies in the massive amount of information created daily, providing valuable insights and prospects for businesses to make up-to-date decisions. It helps in real-time decision-making, faster customer service, risk management, fraud prevention, and many other benefits. For instance, as per the Enterprise Data and Analytics Strategies Survey of Harvard Business Review, 76% of enterprises stated that real-time data analytics is essential for the performance of the business, and 80% of organizations noted that its prominence is growing. Key market players such as IBM, SAP SE, Microsoft, and Salesforce, among others, offer a wide range of big data platforms, tools, and services ranging from cloud-based solutions and AI, artificial intelligence, integrations to high-performance computing and real-time analytics. Impact of generative AI. Enhanced generative AI capabilities to open up lucrative market prospects. GenAI, generative AI, is profoundly enhancing the data analytics industry, playing a vital and multifaceted part in the visualization and analysis of data. With applications such as data cleaning, data processing, and visualization, generative AI has created new opportunities to extract insights from complex and large datasets. For instance, Industry experts forecast that by 2026, nearly 80% of enterprises will make use of generative AI mechanisms, a significant rise from less than 5% in 2023. Gen AI has presented a paradigm transformation across data analytics and its applications. Thus, wide-ranging applications of advanced technologies, including generative AI and machine learning, contribute to the progress of the market. Market trends. Growing adoption of web analytical tools across social media platforms to boost market development. The big data mechanisms implemented across social media platforms provide enterprises with insights into customer behavior, customer preferences, and sentiment analysis. It helps businesses understand customers' opinions about their offerings. Businesses use and analyze this information to understand customers and develop marketing strategies. An example of a massive amount of data would be Facebook, which stores enormous amounts of user data. For instance, as per LocoWise Insights 2024, in 2024, Facebook claimed nearly 3 billion active users monthly, making it one of the most prevalent social media platforms across the globe. WhatsApp and YouTube also have considerable user bases, predominantly in middle-income countries where WhatsApp is used by an average of 73% of adults. Due to the growing usage of social media platforms, enterprises are investing in web analytical tools to monitor social media activity, particularly on social networking websites such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and many other platforms. These tools help companies maintain regular contact with their customers and gain better insights about their products and customer base. Some popular web analytics tools for monitoring social media are Google Analytics, AW Stats, AmmoniusG.us, and others. Hence, increasing usage of social media platforms is anticipated to fuel the progress of such data analytics tools in the market. Market dynamics. Market drivers. Massive increase in data generated across the globe to drive market expansion. The immense amount of data collected and stored by large enterprises is anticipated to grow 10 times yearly, with almost 90% of this data remaining unutilized or not fully engaged. For instance, according to the Big Data Analytics News 2024, approximately 2.5 quintillion bytes of data are generated every day. The amount of data produced across the globe till 2023 is 120 zettabytes and is projected to touch 181 zettabytes by the end of 2025. With the adoption of 5G wireless connections in the future, the amount of data produced daily will be incomprehensible. High-speed internet is anticipated to increase the amount of data created each day. Aside from emails, texting is one of the most prevalent online activities. Statistics show that more than 18 billion text data are sent daily worldwide. Enterprises are required to ensure suitable data storage preceding data processing. Hence, there is a need to increase the storage capacity to match the accelerating database. Various market players are innovating and advancing new solutions to enhance data analytics and data storage capabilities. For instance, in April 2024, Informatica announced the expansion of its alliance with Google Cloud to introduce MDM, Master Data Management, extension for Google Cloud BigQuery. It empowers faster and easier ways to get reliable MDM data that can be used for analytics and Gen AI applications. As global databases grow and storage capacity expands, the market is expected to progress accordingly. Market restraints. Rising security concerns to hinder market growth. The rate at which businesses are migrating to the cloud and developing cloud-native solutions is causing a surge in security issues due to misconfiguration and a lack of asset awareness. These rising security concerns are expected to hinder the implementation of big data analytical solutions. For instance, in 2024, National Public Data, an online background check and fraud prevention facility experienced a substantial data breach. The breach supposedly exposed personal data of up to 2.9 billion accounts, affecting 170 million individuals across the UK, US, and Canada. Thus, increasing data breach instances across organizations are likely to hamper market growth. Market opportunities. Big data analytical tools to enhance retail experience. The growing adoption of big data analytical solutions in the retail industry vertical is likely to create significant opportunities in the upcoming years. This tool helps shape inventory management and logistics, providing companies with detailed insights about their consumer habits. They are also being employed to enhance sales, optimize marketing strategies through product recommendations, improve payment solutions, and elevate overall customer experience. For instance, in January 2022, Adobe and Salesforce launched big data tools to improve the retail experience. They launched a beta program for pickup store features in collaboration with Walmart. The company offered new retail experience features on its respective platforms to give brick-and-mortar users a competitive edge. Thus, the rising adoption of big data analytics in retail is enhancing the customer experience, thereby propelling market growth. Segmentation analysis. By component. Varied implementations of big data analytics software to drive market growth. By component, the market is categorized into software, hardware, and services. Software captured the highest market share in 2023 and is projected to grow at the highest CAGR owing to technological advancements, changing business requirements, and rising data volumes and complexity of data. Various types of software required by businesses include business intelligence solutions, CRM analytics, credit risk management, compliance analytics, workforce analytics, and more. Such factors are driving the demand for such data analytics software in the market. For instance, in March 2024, TransUnion unveiled a new product, OneTrue, a solution enablement platform for governing, managing, analyzing, and distributing data and visions. The platform enhances the breadth and pace of innovation by allowing insight-driven resolutions for fraud, risk, and marketing, while aiding clients quickly adapt to evolving regulations. The services are estimated to grow with a significant growth rate during the studied period, as these services go beyond customary data analysis, offering thorough insights that enhance informed decision-making and boost business progress. By enterprise type. Small and medium enterprises to display highest CAGR due to growing adoption of data analytics tools. Based on enterprise type, the market is bifurcated into large enterprises and small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Small and medium enterprises are predicted to experience the highest CAGR during the forecast period. Small businesses can implement data analytics tools, such as website analytics, to gain valuable data on user behavior, website traffic, and conversation rates, which can enhance their business presence. The adoption of these tools among SMEs is contributing to market progress. Large enterprise segment held the highest market share in 2023. The usage of data analytics tools helps large businesses gain deeper insights from the huge availability of data and even make better decisions. Some examples of large organizations using these solutions include Amazon, Netflix, Walmart, and many more. By application. Data discovery and visualization led the market with its increased adoption across various use cases. In terms of applications, the market is divided into data discovery and visualization, DDV, advanced analytics, AA, and others, data preparation. Data discovery and visualization, DDV, accounted for the highest market share in 2023, owing to its features such as generating insights, continuous improvement, adaptability to change, and facilitating informed decisions. Additionally, its higher adoption in various use cases such as business intelligence and reporting, fraud detection and security mechanisms, customer analytics, healthcare analytics, and many others further drives the segment's growth. Advanced Analytics, AA, is anticipated to progress with the highest CAGR during the study period. Advanced Analytics is transforming data products into valuable assets that enhance decision-making, operational efficiency, and customer insights. Thus, the usage of advanced analytics solutions is increasing among enterprises for better data-driven outcomes. For instance, in October 2024, FICO announced a partnership with TCS to provide businesses with efficiency gains with the help of analytics and decision-making. The alliance offers advanced decision management and mathematical enhancement technology to various industries around the globe. By vertical. To know how a report can help streamline your business, speak to analyst. Technological implementation fueled BFSI segment progress. Based on vertical, the market is categorized into BFSI, automotive, telecom/media, healthcare, life sciences, retail, energy and utilities, government and others, manufacturing, education, etc. BFSI captured the highest market share in 2023 owing to the rising adoption of AI technology in financial services to offer superior customer experience, avoid fraud scenarios, and make data-driven decisions. Thus, these tools are used in the BFSI sector to manage vast volumes of data. For instance, in January 2024, Clarivis announced the launch of new data analytics features within its banking analytics platform, designed to improve banking performance. The new report builder in Clarivis enables the generation of trends, bespoke charts and reports by matching and mixing data elements, providing a customized overview of data. Healthcare is projected to grow with the highest CAGR during the forecast period, driven by the requirement to leverage huge amounts of healthcare data to enhance patient care, decision-making, minimize costs, detect fraud, and support research. The growing importance of data-driven insights is fueling the expansion of data analytics in the healthcare industry. Big Data Analytics Market Regional Outlook. North America. North America Big Data Analytics Market Size 2023 USD billion. www.fortunebusinessinsights.com. North America. 113.54 billion US dollars. To get more information on the regional analysis of this market, request a free sample. North America held the highest market share in 2023 due to the larger number of early adopters of advanced technologies such as AI and machine learning in the US and Canada. The financial institutions, government, and healthcare sectors in the US and Canada are primarily implementing big data analytics tools to handle and analyze huge volumes of data sets for quicker and better decision-making. For instance, in May 2023, Salesforce unveiled two new AI-powered data analytics tools, Tableau GPT and Tableau Pulse. These innovative tools aim to enhance data analysis by leveraging generative AI techniques. Tableau GPT offers users automated data analysis capabilities, while Tableau Pulse delivers personalized analytics experiences. Request a free sample to learn more about this report. Prominent market players within the U.S. are likely to invest heavily in big data analytics solutions by focusing on launching new software enabled with novel technologies. This strategy is expected to boost growth in the region's big data analytics market share. To know how a report can help streamline your business, speak to analyst. South America. South America is expected to grow at a considerable growth rate during the studied period. The rising technological investments and developments across digital transformation contribute to the region's growth. The rising implementation of digital technologies generates enormous datasets to manage such huge volumes of data, thereby increasing the need for big data analytics solutions in the region. Additionally, Businesses in Brazil have made foremost investments in data pipelines and data lakes, recognizing the need to be data-driven for business progress. Europe. Europe is anticipated to hold a prominent share in the big data analytics market owing to the rising adoption of cloud services, a rise in data generation in telecom, healthcare, financial sector, and retail. Moreover, increasing government spending on implementing advanced analytics solutions for quicker and enhanced decision-making to benefit their business, bolstering big data analytics market growth. For instance, as per European organizations, about 70% of the companies in Europe are migrating their work operations to the cloud segment. This is predominantly attributed to improving cost due to cloud usage, and around 50% of firms have adopted a cloud-first strategy to improve business efficiency. Middle East and Africa. The Middle East and Africa is estimated to experience substantial CAGR during the forecast period, owing to rising digital transformation initiatives, growing 5G penetration, and a rise in the adoption of cloud services. Businesses are progressively focusing on enhancing customer experience and personalization, thereby increasing the demand for analytics solutions in the region. For instance, in June 2023, Google announced the establishment of its inaugural cloud region in Qatar, marking its entry into the Gulf market. This move is poised to bolster Qatar's ongoing endeavors to transition into a digital economy fueled by innovation. Furthermore, it is projected to create 25,000 job opportunities in 2030 alone, solidifying the positive implications of these strategic decisions. Asia-Pacific. Asia-Pacific is anticipated to grow with the highest CAGR during the forecast period, owing to the rise in the adoption of analytics solutions within financial institutions across China, Japan, India, Oceania, South Korea, Southeast Asia, and other countries. Banks are leveraging AI, artificial intelligence, to get in-depth customer insights, improve propensity modeling for progress, and make more data-driven decisions, contributing to time and cost savings. For instance, as per industry experts, top industries with the highest spending on AI and generative AI include financial services, retail, telecommunications, and government. Key industry players. Key players focus on developing advanced solutions to expand business presence. Prominent market players such as Microsoft Corporation, IBM Corporation, Oracle Corporation, SAP SE, SAS Institute Incorporated, and Alteryx, among other players, are focusing on offering advanced big data analytics solutions across BFSI, automotive, retail, healthcare, life sciences, telecom/media, government, and others. Big data analytics uses emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and predictive analytics. Major players in the big data analytics market. To know how a report can help streamline your business, speak to analyst. The market is consolidated, with the top players accounting for 45% to 47% of the total market share in 2023. Key players emphasize on new product upgrades, innovations, portfolio expansion into new geographic areas, and alliances with other players to enlarge their business reach across different regions. Long list of companies studied, including but not limited to IBM Corporation, US, SAP SE, Germany, Microsoft Corporation, US, SAS Institute Incorporated, US, FICO, US, Oracle Corporation, US, Salesforce Incorporated, US, Equifax Incorporated, US, TransUnion, US, Alteryx, US, ClickTech International AB, US, Nime, Switzerland, Tractus Technology, Turkey, Teradata, US, Accenture, Ireland, Moody's Corporation, US, Verisk Analytics Incorporated, US, Hidden Brains Infotech, India, Sciencesoft USA Corporation, US, Datamatics Global Services Limited, India. Stack, US, and more. Key industry developments. September 2024, Oracle Corporation introduced new HeatWave capabilities, comprising innovations designed to help enterprises securely and easily by taking the benefit of generative AI both in Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI. These capabilities aid customers to rapidly and securely execute machine learning and lakehouse applications for a broader diversity of use cases, while increasing the manageability and performance of transactional applications. August 2024, NIME secured investment to hasten the implementation of enterprise-grade AI governance and ModelOps. The investment offers users with automatic access to state-of-the-art methods, promoting the adoption of robust AI practices. May 2024, IBM and Salesforce collaborated to develop open, trusted AI and data ecosystems. The partnership extends bidirectional data incorporation, elasticity in large language models, LLMs, and pre-built workflows, while strengthening CRM solutions and reinforcing an obligation to accountable AI development. December 2023, Qlik acquired Mosaic Data, a move aimed at streamlining data handling for businesses by adopting a data product-oriented approach to enhance data governance and quality. August 2023, TransUnion partnered with the McCombs Center for Analytics and Transformative Technologies to provide students with opportunities in financial data science. The partnerships offered students access to guest lectures, mentorship, and collaborative research projects in data analytics and science through joint initiatives. Investment analysis and opportunities. Major players operative in the market are focused on constant investments in technological advancements and new business applications. Companies of all types are engaged in adopting new technology and applications, generating a large volume of data that must be stored. To store such a large volume of data, investments in hardware are essential, especially in hard drives, solid-state drives, RAM, and others. For instance, in May 2023, SAS, an analytics solutions supplier, planned to invest $1 billion in 3 years to improve enhanced analytics solutions for businesses' specific necessities. The investment builds its focus on offering tailored solutions to industry challenges in insurance, banking, government, retail, telecom/media, manufacturing, healthcare, and others. Report coverage. The report provides a detailed analysis of the market and focuses on key aspects such as leading companies, product/service types, and leading applications of the product. Besides, the report offers insights into the market trends and highlights key industry developments. In addition to the factors above, the report encompasses several factors that contributed to the growth of the market in recent years. Bell Data Science has been a trending buzzword in recent times. With wide applications in various sectors like healthcare, education, retail, transportation, media, and banking, data science applications are at the core of pretty much every industry out there. The possibilities are endless. Analysis of frauds in the finance sector or the personalization of recommendations on e-commerce businesses. We have developed 10 exciting data science case studies to explain how data science is leveraged across various industries to make smarter decisions and develop innovative personalized products tailored to specific customers. 10 most interesting data science case studies with examples. 1. Walmart. With humble beginnings as a simple discount retailer, today, Walmart operates in 10,500 stores and clubs in 24 countries and e-commerce websites, employing around 2.2 million people around the globe. For the fiscal year ended January 31, 2021, Walmart's total revenue was $559 billion, showing a growth of $35 billion with the expansion of the e-commerce sector. Walmart is a data-driven company that works on the principle of everyday low cost for its consumers. To achieve this goal, They heavily depend on the advances of their data science and analytics department for research and development, also known as Walmart Labs. Walmart is home to the world's largest private cloud, which can manage 2.5 petabytes of data every hour. To analyze this humongous amount of data, Walmart has created Data Cafe, a state-of-the-art analytics hub located within its Bentonville, Arkansas headquarters. The Walmart Labs team heavily invests in building and managing technologies like cloud, data, DevOps, infrastructure, and security. Walmart is experiencing massive digital growth as the world's largest retailer. Walmart has been leveraging big data and advances in data science to build solutions to enhance, optimize, and customize the shopping experience and serve their customers in a better way. At Walmart Labs, data scientists are focused on creating data-driven solutions that power the efficiency and effectiveness of complex supply chain management processes. Here are some of the applications of data science at Walmart. 1. Personalized customer shopping experience. Walmart analyzes customer preferences and shopping patterns to optimize the stocking and displaying of merchandise in their stores. Analysis of big data also helps them understand new item sales, make decisions on discontinuing products, and the performance of brands. 2. Order sourcing and on-time delivery promise. Millions of customers view items on Walmart.com, and Walmart provides each customer a real-time estimated delivery date for the items purchased. Walmart runs a back-end algorithm that estimates this based on the distance between the customer and the fulfillment center, inventory levels, and shipping methods available. The supply chain management system determines the optimum fulfillment center based on distance and inventory levels for every order. It also has to decide on the shipping method to minimize transportation costs while meeting the promised delivery date. Begin your big data journey with Project Pro's project-based PySpark online course. Here's what valued users are saying about Project Pro. I think that they are fantastic. I attended Yale and Stanford and have worked at Honeywell, Oracle, and Arthur Andersen, Accenture in the U.S. I have taken big data and Hadoop, NoSQL, Spark, Hadoop Admin, Hadoop projects. I have been happy with every project. They have really brought me into the Rayhan. Tech leaders Stanford/Yale University. I come from a background in marketing and analytics, and when I developed an interest in machine learning algorithms, I did multiple in-class courses from reputed institutions, though I got good theoretical knowledge, the practical approach, real-world application, and deployment knowledge were. Amaruddin Muhammad. ETL, Abincio, developer at IBM. Not sure what you are looking for? View all projects. 3. Packing optimization. Also known as box recommendation, is a daily occurrence in the shipping of items in retail and e-commerce business. When items of an order or multiple orders for the same customer are ready for packing, Walmart has developed a recommender system that picks the best-sized box, which holds all the ordered items with the least in-box space wastage within a fixed amount of time. This bin packing problem is a classic NP-hard problem familiar to data scientists. Whenever items of an order or multiple orders placed by the same customer are picked from the shelf and are ready for packing, the box recommendation system determines the best-sized box to hold all the ordered items with a minimum of in-box space wasted. This problem is known as the bin packing problem, another classic NP-hard problem familiar to data scientists. Here is a link to a sales prediction data science case study to help you understand the applications of data science in the real world. Walmart Sales Forecasting Project uses historical sales data for 45 Walmart stores located in different regions. Each store contains many departments, and you must build a model to project the sales for each department in each store. This data science case study aims to create a predictive model to predict the sales of each product. You can also try your hands-on inventory demand forecasting data science project to develop a machine learning model to forecast inventory demand accurately based on historical sales data. Get closer to your dream of becoming a data scientist with 70+ solved end-to-end ML projects. 2. Amazon. Amazon is an American multinational technology-based company based in Seattle, USA. It started as an online bookseller, but today it focuses on e-commerce, cloud computing, digital streaming, and artificial intelligence. It hosts an estimate of 1 billion gigabytes of data across more than 1,400,000 servers. Through its constant innovation in data science and big data, Amazon is always ahead in understanding its customers. Here are a few data analytics case study examples at Amazon. 1. Recommendation systems. Data science models help Amazon understand the customer's needs and recommend them to them before the customer searches for a product. This model uses collaborative filtering. Amazon uses 152 million customer purchases data to help users to decide on products to be purchased. The company generates 35% of its annual sales using the recommendation-based systems, RBS, method. Here is a recommender system project to help you build a recommendation system using collaborative filtering. 2. Retail price optimization. Amazon product prices are optimized based on a predictive model that determines the best price so that the users do not refuse to buy it based on price. The model carefully determines the optimal prices considering the customer's likelihood of purchasing the product and thinks the price will affect the customer's future buying patterns. Price for a product is determined according to your activity on the website, competitors' pricing, product availability, item preferences, order history, expected profit margin, and other factors. Check out this retail price optimization project to build a dynamic pricing model. 3. Fraud detection. Being a significant e-commerce business, Amazon remains at high risk of retail fraud. As a preemptive measure, the company collects historical and real-time data for every order. It uses machine learning algorithms to find transactions with a higher probability of being fraudulent. This proactive measure has helped the company restrict clients with an excessive number of returns of products. You can look at this credit card fraud detection project to implement a fraud detection model to classify fraudulent credit card transactions. New projects. Data science case study examples in entertainment industry. Let us explore data analytics case study examples in the entertainment industry. Ace your next job interview with mock interviews from experts to improve your skills and boost confidence. 3. Netflix. Netflix started as a DVD rental service in 1997 and then has expanded into the streaming business. Headquartered in Los Gatos, California, Netflix is the largest content streaming company in the world. Currently, Netflix has over 208 million paid subscribers worldwide, and with thousands of smart devices which are presently streaming supported, Netflix has around 3 billion hours watched every month. The secret to this massive growth and popularity of Netflix is its advanced use of data analytics and recommendation systems to provide personalized and relevant content recommendations to its users. The data is collected over 100 billion events every day. Here are a few examples of data analysis case studies applied at Netflix. 1. Personalized recommendation system. Netflix uses over 1,300 recommendation clusters based on consumer viewing preferences to provide a personalized experience. Some of the data that Netflix collects from its users include viewing time, platform searches for keywords, metadata related to content abandonment, such as content pause time, rewind, rewatched. Using this data, Netflix can predict what a viewer is likely to watch and give a personalized watch list to a user. Some of the algorithms used by the Netflix recommendation system are personalized video ranking, trending now ranker, and the continue watching now ranker. 2. Content development using data analytics. Netflix uses data science to analyze the behavior and patterns of its user to recognize themes and categories that the masses prefer to watch. This data is used to produce shows like The Umbrella Academy and Orange is the New Black and The Queen's Gambit. These shows seem like a huge risk, but are significantly based on data analytics using parameters, which assured Netflix that they would succeed with its audience. Data analytics is helping Netflix come up with content that their viewers want to watch even before they know they want to watch it. 3. Marketing analytics for campaigns. Netflix uses data analytics to find the right time to launch shows and add campaigns to have maximum impact on the target audience. Marketing analytics helps come up with different trailers and thumbnails for other groups of viewers. For example, the House of Cards Season 5 trailer with a giant American flag was launched during the American presidential elections, as it would resonate well with the audience. Here is a customer segmentation project using association rule mining to understand the primary grouping of customers based on various parameters. Get free access to machine learning example codes for data cleaning, data munging, and data visualization. 4. Spotify. In a world where purchasing music is a thing of the past and streaming music is a current trend, Spotify has emerged as one of the most popular streaming platforms. With 320 million monthly users, around 4 billion playlists, and approximately 2 million podcasts, Spotify leads the pack among well-known streaming platforms like Apple Music, WYNK, Songza, Amazon Music, etc. The success of Spotify has mainly depended on data analytics. By analyzing massive volumes of listener data, Spotify provides real-time and personalized services to its listeners. Most of Spotify's revenue comes from paid premium subscriptions. Here are some of the examples of case study on data analytics used by Spotify to provide enhanced services to its listeners. 1. Personalization of content using recommendation systems. Spotify uses BART or Bayesian additive regression trees to generate music recommendations to its listeners in real time. BART ignores any song a user listens to for less than 30 seconds. The model is retrained every day to provide updated recommendations. A new patent granted to Spotify for an AI application is used to identify a user's musical tastes based on audio signals, gender, age, accent to make better music recommendations. Spotify creates daily playlists for its listeners based on the taste profiles called daily mixes, which have songs the user has added to their playlists or created by the artists that the user has included in their playlists. It also includes new artists and songs that the user might be unfamiliar with but might improve the playlist. Similar to it is the weekly release radar playlists that have newly released artist songs that the listener follows or has liked before. 2. Target marketing through customer segmentation. With user data for enhancing personalized song recommendations, Spotify uses this massive dataset for targeted ad campaigns and personalized service recommendations for its users. Spotify uses ML models to analyze the listener's behavior and group them based on music preferences, age, gender, ethnicity, etc. These insights help them create ad campaigns for a specific target audience. One of their well-known ad campaigns was the meme-inspired ads for potential target customers, which was a huge success globally. 3. CNNs for classification of songs and audio tracks. Spotify builds audio models to evaluate the songs and tracks, which helps develop better playlists and recommendations for its users. These allow Spotify to filter new tracks based on their lyrics and rhythms and recommend them to users like similar tracks, collaborative filtering. Spotify also uses NLP, natural language processing, to scan articles and blogs to analyze the words used to describe songs and artists. These analytical insights can help group and identify similar artists and songs and leverage them to build playlists. Here is a music recommender system project for you to start learning. We have listed another music recommendations dataset for you to use for your projects. Dataset 1. You can use this dataset of Spotify metadata to classify songs based on artists, mood, liveliness. Plot histograms, heat maps to get a better understanding of the dataset. Use classification algorithms like logistic regression, SVM, and principal component analysis to generate valuable insights from the dataset. Explore categories. Data science projects in Python, data science projects in R, machine learning projects in Python. Machine learning projects in R, deep learning projects, neural network projects. TensorFlow projects, Keras deep learning projects, NLP projects, PyTorch. Data science projects in banking and finance, data science projects in retail and e-commerce. Data science projects in entertainment and media, data science projects in telecommunications. Data analytics case study examples in travel industry. Below you will find case studies for data analytics in the travel and tourism industry. 5. Airbnb. Airbnb was born in 2007 in San Francisco and has since grown to 4 million hosts and 5.6 million listings worldwide, who have welcomed more than 1 billion guest arrivals in almost every country across the globe. Airbnb is active in every country on the planet except for Iran, Sudan, Syria, and North Korea. That is around 97.95% of the world. Using data as a voice of their customers, Airbnb uses the large volume of customer reviews, host inputs to understand trends across communities, rate user experiences, and uses these analytics to make informed decisions to build a better business model. The data scientists at Airbnb are developing exciting new solutions to boost the business and find the best mapping for its customers and hosts. Airbnb data servers serve approximately 10 million requests a day and process around 1 million search queries. Data is the voice of customers at Airbnb and offers personalized services by creating a perfect match between the guests and hosts for a supreme customer experience. 1. Recommendation systems and search ranking algorithms. Airbnb helps people find local experiences in a place with the help of search algorithms that make searches and listings precise. Airbnb uses a listing quality score to find homes based on the proximity to the search location and uses previous guest reviews. Airbnb uses deep neural networks to build models that take the guests' earlier stays into account and area information to find a perfect match. The search algorithms are optimized based on guest and host preferences, rankings, pricing, and availability to understand users' needs and provide the best match possible. 2. Natural language processing for review analysis. Exploring real-world data science case studies and solutions in Python, 2023 edition. 1. Which machine learning technique is commonly used for building recommendation systems? Decision trees. Collaborative filtering. K-means clustering. Linear regression. Previous 1/7 next. Airbnb characterizes data as the voice of its customers. The customer and host reviews give a direct insight into the experience. The star ratings alone cannot be an excellent way to understand it quantitatively. Hence, Airbnb uses natural language processing to understand reviews and the sentiments behind them. The NLP models are developed using convolutional neural networks. Practice this sentiment analysis project for analyzing product reviews to understand the basic concepts of natural language processing. 3. Smart pricing using predictive analytics. The Airbnb hosts community uses the service as a supplementary income. The vacation homes and guest houses rented to customers provide for rising local community earnings as Airbnb guests stay 2.4 times longer and spend approximately 2.3 times the money compared to a hotel guest. The profits are a significant positive impact on the local neighborhood community. Airbnb uses predictive analytics to predict the prices of the listings and help the hosts set a competitive and optimal price. The overall profitability of the Airbnb host depends on factors like the time invested by the host and responsiveness to changing demands for different seasons. The factors that impact the real-time smart pricing are the location of the listing, proximity to transport options, season, and amenities available in the neighborhood of the listing. Here is a price prediction project to help you understand the concept of predictive analysis, which is widely common in case studies for data analytics. 6. Uber. Uber is the biggest global taxi service provider. As of December 2018, Uber has 91 million monthly active consumers and 3.8 million drivers. Uber completes 14 million trips each day. Uber uses data analytics and big data-driven technologies to optimize their business processes and provide enhanced customer service. The data science team at Uber has been exploring futuristic technologies to provide better service constantly. Machine learning and data analytics help Uber make data-driven decisions that enable benefits like ride-sharing, dynamic price surges, better customer support, and demand forecasting. Here are some of the real-world data science projects used by Uber. 1. Dynamic pricing for price surges and demand forecasting. Uber prices change at peak hours based on demand. Uber uses surge pricing to encourage more cab drivers to sign up with the company to meet the demand from the passengers. When the prices increase, the driver and the passenger are both informed about the surge in price. Uber uses a predictive model for price surging called the GeoSurge patented. It is based on the demand for the ride and the location. 2. One-click chat. Uber has developed a machine learning and natural language processing solution called One-Click Chat, or OCC, for coordination between drivers and users. This feature anticipates responses for commonly asked questions, making it easy for the drivers to respond to customer messages. Drivers can reply with the click of just one button. One-Click Chat is developed on Uber's machine learning platform Michelangelo to perform NLP on rider chat messages and generate appropriate responses to them. 3. Customer retention. Failure to meet the customer demand for cabs could lead to users opting for other services. Uber uses machine learning models to bridge this demand-supply gap. By using prediction models to predict the demand in any location, Uber retains its customers. Uber also uses a tier-based reward system, which segments customers into different levels based on usage. The higher level the user achieves, the better are the perks. Uber also provides personalized destination suggestions based on the history of the user and their frequently traveled destinations. You can take a look at this Python chatbot project and build a simple chatbot application to understand better the techniques used for natural language processing. You can also practice the working of a demand forecasting model with this project using time series analysis. You can look at this project, which uses time series forecasting and clustering on a dataset containing geospatial data for forecasting. Customer demand for Ola rides. Explore more data science and machine learning projects for practice. Fast-track your career transition with Project Pro. Case studies for data analytics in social media. 7. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the largest professional social networking site with nearly 800 million members in more than 200 countries worldwide. Almost 40% of the users access LinkedIn daily, clocking around 1 billion interactions per month. The data science team at LinkedIn works with this massive pool of data to generate insights to build strategies, apply algorithms and statistical inferences to optimize engineering solutions, and help the company achieve its goals. Here are some of the real-world data science projects at LinkedIn. 1. LinkedIn Recruiter implements search algorithms and recommendation systems. LinkedIn Recruiter helps recruiters build and manage a talent pool to optimize the chances of hiring candidates successfully. This sophisticated product works on search and recommendation engines. The LinkedIn Recruiter handles complex queries and filters on a constantly growing large dataset. The results delivered have to be relevant and specific. The initial search model was based on linear regression, but was eventually upgraded to gradient-boosted decision trees to include nonlinear correlations in the dataset. In addition to these models, the LinkedIn Recruiter also uses the generalized linear mix model to improve the results of prediction problems to give personalized results. 2. Recommendation systems personalized for newsfeed. The LinkedIn newsfeed is the heart and soul of the professional community. A member's newsfeed is a place to discover conversations among connections, career news, posts, suggestions, photos, and videos. Every time a member visits LinkedIn, machine learning algorithms identify the best exchanges to be displayed on the feed by sorting through posts and ranking the most relevant results on top. The algorithms help LinkedIn understand member preferences and help provide personalized news feeds. The algorithms used include logistic regression, gradient-boosted decision trees, and neural networks for recommendation systems. 3. CNNs to detect inappropriate content. To provide a professional space where people can trust and express themselves professionally in a safe community has been a critical goal at LinkedIn. LinkedIn has heavily invested in building solutions to detect fake accounts and abusive behavior on their platform. Any form of spam, harassment, inappropriate content is immediately flagged and taken down. These can range from profanity to advertisements for illegal services. LinkedIn uses a convolutional neural networks-based machine learning model. This classifier trains on a training dataset containing accounts labeled as either inappropriate or appropriate. The inappropriate list consists of accounts having content from blocklisted phrases or words and a small portion of manually reviewed accounts reported by the user community. Here is a text classification project to help you understand NLP basics for text classification. You can find a news recommendation system dataset to help you build a personalized news recommender system. You can also use this dataset to build a classifier using logistic regression, naive Bayes, or neural networks to classify toxic comments. Get confident to build end-to-end projects. Access to a curated library of 250-plus end-to-end industry projects with solution code, videos, and tech support. Requested demo. Real-world data science projects in healthcare. 8. Pfizer. Pfizer is a multinational pharmaceutical company headquartered in New York, USA. One of the largest pharmaceutical companies globally known for developing a wide range of medicines and vaccines in disciplines like immunology, oncology, cardiology, and neurology. Pfizer became a household name in 2010 when it was the first to have a COVID-19 vaccine with FDA. In early November 2021, the CDC has approved the Pfizer vaccine for kids aged 5 to 11. Pfizer has been using machine learning and artificial intelligence to develop drugs and streamline trials, which played a massive role in developing and deploying the COVID-19 vaccine. Here are a few data analytics case studies by Pfizer. 1. Identifying patients for clinical trials. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are used to streamline and optimize clinical trials to increase their efficiency. Natural language processing and exploratory data analysis of patient records can help identify suitable patients for clinical trials. These can help identify patients with distinct symptoms. These can help examine interactions of potential trial members' specific biomarkers, predict drug interactions and side effects, which can help avoid complications. Pfizer's AI implementation helped rapidly identify signals within the noise of millions of data points across their 44,000 candidate COVID-19 clinical trial. 2. Supply chain and manufacturing. Data science and machine learning techniques help pharmaceutical companies better forecast demand for vaccines and drugs and distribute them efficiently. Machine learning models can help identify efficient supply systems by automating and optimizing the production steps. These will help supply drugs customized to small pools of patients in specific gene pools. Pfizer uses machine learning to predict the maintenance cost of equipment used. Predictive maintenance using AI is the next big step for pharmaceutical companies to reduce costs. 3. Drug development. Computer simulations of proteins and tests of their interactions and yield analysis help researchers develop and test drugs more efficiently. In 2016, Watson Health and Pfizer announced a collaboration to utilize IBM Watson for drug discovery to help accelerate Pfizer's research in immuno-oncology, an approach to cancer treatment that uses the body's immune system to help fight cancer. Deep learning models have been used recently for bioactivity and synthesis prediction for drugs and vaccines in addition to molecular design. Deep learning has been a revolutionary technique for drug discovery as it factors everything from new applications of medications to possible toxic reactions, which can save millions in drug trials. You can create a machine learning model to predict molecular activity to help design medicine using this dataset. You may build a CNN or a deep neural network for this data analyst case study project. Access data science and machine learning project code examples. Data analytics case studies in oil and gas. 9. Shell Data Analyst Case Study Project. Shell is a global group of energy and petrochemical companies with over 80,000 employees in around 70 countries. Shell uses advanced technologies and innovations to help build a sustainable energy future. Shell is going through a significant transition as the world needs more and cleaner energy solutions to be a clean energy company by 2050. It requires substantial changes in the way in which energy is used. Digital technologies, including AI and machine learning, play an essential role in this transformation. These include efficient exploration and energy production, more reliable manufacturing, more nimble trading, and a personalized customer experience. Using AI in various phases of the organization will help achieve this goal and stay competitive in the market. Here are a few data analytics case studies in the petrochemical industry. 1. Precision drilling. Shell is involved in the processing mining oil and gas supply, ranging from mining hydrocarbons to refining the fuel to retailing them to customers. Recently, Shell has included reinforcement learning to control the drilling equipment used in mining. Reinforcement learning works on a reward-based system based on the outcome of the AI model. The algorithm is designed to guide the drills as they move through the surface, based on the historical data from drilling records. It includes information such as the size of drill bits, temperatures, pressures, and knowledge of the seismic activity. This model helps the human operator understand the environment better, leading to better and faster results while minor damage to machinery used. 2. Efficient charging terminals. Due to climate changes, governments have encouraged people to switch to electric vehicles to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. However, the lack of public charging terminals has deterred people from switching to electric cars. Shell uses AI to monitor and predict the demand for terminals to provide efficient supply. Multiple vehicles charging from a single terminal may create a considerable grid load, and predictions on demand can help make this process more efficient. 3. Monitoring service and charging stations. Another Shell initiative trialed in Thailand and Singapore is the use of computer vision cameras, which can think and understand to watch out for potentially hazardous activities like lighting cigarettes in the vicinity of the pumps while refueling. The model is built to process the content of the captured images and label and classify it. The algorithm can then alert the staff and hence reduce the risk of fires. You can further train the model to detect rash driving or thefts in the future. Here is a project to help you understand multi-class image classification. You can use the hourly energy consumption dataset to build an energy consumption prediction model. You can use time series with XGBoost to develop your model. 10. Zomato case study on data analytics. Zomato was founded in 2010 and is currently one of the most well-known food tech companies. Zomato offers services like restaurant discovery, home delivery, online table reservation, online payments for dining, etc. Zomato partners with restaurants to provide tools to acquire more customers while also providing delivery services and easy procurement of ingredients and kitchen supplies. Currently, Zomato has over 2 lakh restaurant partners and around 1 lakh delivery partners. Zomato has closed over 10 crore delivery orders as of date. Zomato uses ML and AI to boost their business growth, with a massive amount of data collected over the years from food orders and user consumption patterns. Here are a few examples of data analyst case study project developed by the data scientists at Zomato. 1. Personalized recommendation system for homepage. Zomato uses data analytics to create personalized homepages for its users. Zomato uses data science to provide order personalization, like giving recommendations to the customers for specific cuisines, locations, prices, brands, etc. Restaurant recommendations are made based on a customer's past purchases, browsing history, and what other similar customers in the vicinity are ordering. This personalized recommendation system has led to a 15% improvement in order conversions and click-through rates for Zomato. You can use the restaurant recommendation dataset to build a restaurant recommendation system to predict what restaurants customers are most likely to order from, given the customer location, restaurant information, and customer order history. 2. Analyzing customer sentiment. Zomato uses natural language processing and machine learning to understand customer sentiments using social media posts and customer reviews. These help the company gauge the inclination of its customer base towards the brand. Deep learning models analyze the sentiments of various brand mentions on social networking sites like Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. These analytics give insights to the company, which helps build the brand and understand the target audience. 3. Predicting food preparation time, FPT. Food delivery time is an essential variable in the estimated delivery time of the order placed by the customer using Zomato. The food preparation time depends on numerous factors like the number of dishes ordered, time of the day, footfall in the restaurant, day of the week, etc. Accurate prediction of the food preparation time can help make a better prediction of the estimated delivery time, which will help delivery partners less likely to breach it. Zomato uses a bidirectional LSTM-based deep learning model that considers all these features and provides food preparation time for each order in real time. Data scientists are companies' secret weapons when analyzing customer sentiments and behavior and leveraging it to drive conversion, loyalty, and profits. These 10 data science case studies projects with examples and solutions show you how various organizations use data science technologies to succeed and be at the top of their field. To summarize, data science has not only accelerated the performance of companies, but has also made it possible to manage and sustain their performance with ease. This topic completed our introduction to business data analytics with an emphasis on business applications. We began with an overview of big data applications in business and the growth of big data segments and applications. Next, we presented short synopses of business data analytics case studies in a variety of industries. Finally, we explored the ethical considerations we face in business data analytics applications.